Hello everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector 75. Welcome to another Transformers Beast Wars review. This time we have the Transformers Beast Wars Optimus Primal Transmetal. I really love this figure. I remember when I first got this, I actually remember getting this from Toys R Us, I believe. I can't remember whether I got this one or I actually got the European version first. I can't remember because at the time my local Toys R Us was getting a mixture of the European versions of all the languages on it and some American ones with just the English language on it. Because I'm sure I had two. I used to have two of this, but I could be wrong. I can't remember. Well, I'm sure I got them from Toys R Us because I got him and Megatron at the same time. It does have the usual Transmetal bit. I like that on the side. That was a cool gimmick. That was. And you can see Optimus Primal in there. We have the Transmetals that were out for that wave. Cheetor, he weren't a bad figure. I do have a loose one, or I did have one. And Bospinator. I'm not sure about Rhinox. I think I had a Tarantulas that I had loose as well. I had all these mint in the box as well. And Optimus Prime and, of course, Megatron. Now, I am still contemplating doing a Beast Wars Megatron review. But a lot of people do say that about the gold plastic, so I don't know. And there's his bio. I'm going to pause that there so you can sort of see it if you want to read that, and that bit there as well. Right, there's not much more to say about this box, so let's get this guy open and get him out. Right, so here he is out of the box, and of course he's a mechanised monkey, and it's for a simple figure. I actually really like this one. I love all that chrome paint on it. I think it just really sets him off. There were two versions of this available. I can't remember if it was an early release or what, but he actually comes in a really like pinkish purpley colour, and that got changed pretty quickly to this more darker blue. Obviously because it made him look very effeminate, so they changed that quickly, and it is a very rare find if you can find one. I never found one, so I don't actually have that, but it's got plenty of mechanised detailing all over it. I love all that sculpting and everything. Now there is his, I can't remember what they called it. It was an Energon chip. It's a bit like the old rub signs from years ago. If I can get it to work, put my finger on it for a few seconds. There we go, and you can see his maximal insignia there. He's got a great monkey face. I love that. It's probably one of the best head sculpts you're probably likely to get, and then all that just covered in chrome paint. I love it. Now he does have his name on his chest there, just in case he does forget who he is. Now then, there isn't much else to say about this mode other than the fact that he does have a third mode, which is of course his vehicle, or so-called vehicle mode, if you want to call it that. All we do is we come around to the back here, we just flip some bits around like so. I think it's like this, isn't it? Sort of spread them out a bit, rotate that up, that's going to become his thruster. You want to lift these bits up, that's going to swing round like that, I think, something like that. That's it, there we go. So what am I doing all that? So that goes like that, and then like that. That flips out. And then we need to join them up. They go in there like that, straighten it all out a bit more. And then we can turn him like that. And now he is supposed to be like a surfboarding monkey thing. He does have some wheels under here, so you can roll him along the floor if you really want to. But in the show, obviously, this was his flight mode, and it's pretty damn cool. For the most silliest of gimmicks, I'll tell you what, in that Beast Wars show, they managed to work them in so well. And even though it looked really cheesy and stupid, like having him on a surfboard, or a flying surfboard, it just didn't take itself too seriously, and because of that, it works. It was silly, but it was fun at the same time. I mean, you can get really more sillier than the actual Transmetal Megatron with his roller skates, and they managed to work that into the show a couple of times, and it works. So I mean, that's what I loved about that show in particular, and just when things can do that. They can make the most silliest of concepts work. You know. Right, is there any more to say about this figure other than it's still pretty damn cool? No, not really. Let's transform it into robot mode. So we're going to disconnect these here, and these actually are the lower halves of the legs now. Now, how do we do this? I think they rotate around like that. I think it's like that, something like that. Right, so we're going to rotate that around. That stays around like that. They're going to become his kneecaps. Right, we're going to rotate this around like so. Then we are going to, next thing we're going to do is do his hands next. We just split these. Obviously he uses the same arms as he does in robot mode for beast mode. We just swap hands out like so. Now these give him much more organic looking hands because his robot mode is supposed to be quite organic looking, whereas obviously his beast mode is actually quite mechanical looking. So we're going to come around to this area here now. We're going to move this bit. This bit's always a bit annoying. That bit comes up. Then we need to halve him in the middle here if I can. How's it halve? I can never remember how it actually comes apart. Doesn't want to now. Come apart, you bugger. Ah, there we go. It's sort of coming away now. It's always never known exactly where to pull. There we go. There we go. Right, so then we split that like that. Rotate the robot head up and flip away his monkey head. And then reinsert them like so. Rotate his head around. Rotate his arms around. And there we have his robot mode, pretty much all well done. We just have to come back, angle these down, and this is going to form a really nifty backpack with shoulder pads if it wants to angle round. Why doesn't that want to move? Oh, that's why I haven't done that. There we go. And we're going to come little shoulder pads. And I think that looks pretty good. Have I done something wrong there? Is it supposed to not sit a bit more? That's it, there we go. It's not all the way far forward enough. There we go. And there he is in robot mode, and it is quite cool. It could have done with maybe some angle tilts. Mind you, this is back when hardly any figures had ankle tilts, so you can forgive that. But it is quite good. There's his little robot face there. It's obviously all organic looking, so he looks more monkey than robot in this mode. But it works. It works incredibly well. I really like the aesthetic they were going with the Transmetals. Not all of them were as good as each other, but this is one of the ones that does work. Like Megatron works, Tarantulas works. Who else? I think that's it. Cheetah works pretty well. Some of the other ones, especially the ones that they didn't actually have in the show, like Waspinator. I wasn't too keen on Waspinator. Pterosaur, he was okay. Right, so what else you can do in this mode is you can take this off here. You can take one of these off. Oh my god, if I can get it out. And now it does become a springlet. You can just hold this. It's like this. It looks like a megaphone, which is pretty cool. I like it. And you can put that in there. And now, as far as I remember, it is more of a force sort of like gimmick. It's spring loaded, but you sort of like just pop it out. Maybe not. I don't think there was a firing mechanism. I can't see one. But anyway, you pop that in there. Definitely goes in there so you can see it. But yeah, there we go. Don't really do a lot. It's a bit pants really. So that was his gun. Yeah, I did like that because he's like got a megaphone. And then the other thing you can do with this is like he used to use it on the show. You can give him his own set of like Gatling guns. What do we do? If I just angle my camera up ever so slightly. And we just basically take this over the shoulder, rotate those up and around like so, and then just place his hands in here where they want to stay like that. And then we have like he's got his own set of Gatling guns firing. I believe he used this in the first episode that he appeared in. I can't remember, is it Coming to the Fuse Wars Part 2? I think so anyway. He used it in that, and he may have used it in a few others. I can't remember actually. I'm sure he did, because it was quite a popular little thing. It was quite good. It's quite a good little figure. Has a little trouble standing, depending on what pose you want to get him in. But he's pretty damn good. I like him. I mean, I wish I could display all my Beast Wars figures, but I can't. He's definitely one of my favourites. It's a simple figure, but well executed. And when they're simple, they need to be well executed. And for the most part, this guy is. So you cannot really go wrong with it. Anyway, you're going to stick that back on there like that, so you can just sort of have that hanging off his knee. Yeah, it's really well done. I like it. I like it a lot. So that just folds back over there, and you've got your shoulder pads again. Really well done. I like this figure a lot. Definitely one of my favourites from the line. Right, so next up, I'm not totally sure whether I'm going to do Megatron. I might attempt it and just be very careful of the plastic. I don't know yet. I'm not into wanting to destroy it because I don't want to have to muck about trying to get another one. So I don't know. I might do. Depends. I might get it out and have a look at it and see what it's going to be like. I don't know. Right, anyway, this has been Graham, the Collector 75 with Transmetal Optimus Primal, and I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.